UFC 234 takes place in Melbourne, Australia next weekend, and many of you would like to know who's gonna win, how it develop and so on. And I'm just giving predictions to 3 fights. Only 3 fights, because those undercards are not much known, guys, as well as you know. And many of you will probably vote for those 3, and now let's go. Let's focus on bantamweight between Rani Yahya and Ricky Simon. Rani Yahya is the guy which is very interested in the world of MMA, since he is one of the worst strikers in the history of this sport, with more than 20 wins via submissions, and majority of his wins really came via decision or submission. He doesn't have a TKO or KO win. On the other side, we got Ricky Simon, who is on a hot streak with 14-1. And Ricky Simon is a guy who actually knows to punch. I can't say, but he's a ground puncher, but he knows to punch. Something on the other side, Rani Yahya has black pride in Muay Thai, but for God's sake, who gave him this? I mean, he doesn't even know to strike, he doesn't even know to clench a fist. Who would I vote? Well, this is a tough decision. Rani Yahya will surely try to go down as soon as the match starts. On the other hand, Ricky Simon might try to keep the fight up, but he's very good on the ground. You know, I think Ricky Simon will underestimate him, despite he is in a good shape and so on. I think you'll say I'm insane, but I vote for Rani Yahya here. You'll say I'm insane, but Rani Yahya is, according to what I think at the moment, I think he's in better shape, and his laying down might bring him the advantage, since he is a second dan black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Second fight, Israel Adesanya Anderson Silva. As well as you know, Anderson Silva is the former UFC middleweight champion. He has 16 title defenses. I mean, 16 times won the fight. The man who was having the longest streak, the longest title reign. I mean, he's a real record guy. On the other hand, Israel Adesanya also an amazing striker. New guy. The only man who actually knocked him out is Alex Pereira at the Glory, and Anderson Silva trained with Alex Pereira. Okay, many would vote on Israel Adesanya. I also vote on Adesanya. He's currently in better shape and so on. Spider is old. But listen, if an upset happens and Anderson Silva puts him to sleep, don't be surprised. Because on the other hand, Israel Adesanya generally has one problem. Anderson Silva, you know, he ducks a lot, doesn't hold guard and so on, but his biggest advantage is this strike. If you remember well, the problem is because Alex Pereira knocked Israel Adesanya on this. Silva is not a hook guy. Silva has quick legs, but Adesanya defends legs well. So I'd vote on Adesanya, but don't be surprised if Silva puts him to sleep. And now to the main event. Robert Whittaker, the guy who has 2 titles in the lower promotions and the current middleweight champion, faces Kelvin Gastelum, TUF 17 champion. What would I say? Kelvin Gastelum, the Mexican ethnicity guy, he is a very, very dangerous guy. I can't say, I mean, he really has my respect and so on, boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, but he's not a typical, as you say, puncher or martial artist like Robert Whittaker. He has slightly better skills on the ground, and also he doesn't, as you know, raise his legs that much. So if the fight is taken to the ground, it would be even, but I think Gastelum has a slight advantage, but Whittaker is generally a better guy, an MMA guy and so on. I'd vote for Whittaker only because of his head kicks, because I know Kelvin Gastelum is not a guy who protects head kicks well, and I expect some good head kick. I was watching Robert Whittaker versus Joel Romero. He was very, very cautious, and as well as you know, he is not a guy who will attack you. He has wide punches, short punches, he throws literally everything to the opponent. So I vote for Whittaker. I'm not underestimating Gastelum, but I think Whittaker is currently in a better shape. He recovered after an injury, after Joel Romero war and so on. You never know, surprises happen, but my pick is Whittaker here.